Welcome back everyone, time for the hunt to continue. I'll keep the intro short, haven't done any modifications to the build of this ship yet, although I have some ideas in mind. So, with that being said, we're about to jump in and let's see what we will catch. Alright, warping towards the first target. Now, we had some very nice luck this week, as you're about to see. Let me just adjust the orbit. Okay, 40 kilometers should do the job. So, the first target is, I believe, yeah, it is a Cinnabal Angel faction cruiser. My second faction cruiser ever bought. Unfortunately, that ship did go down a month ago. So this one is not warping away, so they want to have a fight. Okay, that's okay. Now here I am checking out to see if they have a micro warp drive or an afterburner. A Cinnabal can be faster than the Orthrus, so if they're faster I will have to warp out. But if I am faster, then I can safely have a fight with this Cinnabal. It seems like they have an afterburner, so I can orbit at my favorite range. They have locked me on. Probably have a scrambler from one of these two battle cruisers. Yeah, they have an afterburner because I am not doing full damage with my missiles. Alright, that's fine. They have been pointed. They will try to do the slingshot tactic, but that does not work on me. I already am well prepared for any slingshots, so the worst that can happen to me is that I can lose my points, but the Cinnabal will not be able to approach me. Alright, well, doing some damage on its shields. Now they are shooting back. As usual, Cinnabal with autocannons is very dangerous. They have an optimal range of 2 kilometers, but can still hit you at 18 kilometers. Alright, that's a shield extender, a large shield extender. As you can see, my ship does maintain range. You can see the ship move up and down a little bit. That's because it is trying to maintain 41 kilometer range. Okay, the extender on the Cinnabal is on the cooldown. Oh, well, it looks like they have warp core stabs. Oh man. You know, warp core stabs did ruin a lot of my runs, but that's fine. After all, I sold like 20 or 30 blueprints of these modules. So, the Cinnabal is back, and now I am returning to the mission location with the same ship. That's the same Cinnabal from before. Now this time I have a trick. And well, that Cinnabal feels safe because they know that I can't hold them. They have a lot of warp core stabs, but I came prepared for such a situation. So the thing that I want to do now is to make that Cinnabal move away a little bit, and currently the Cinnabal is going towards a very interesting ship that's on the field, that's waiting for the right moment to strike. And this Cinnabal is flying right in our trap here, as you're about to see. They are orbiting me. Now I want to make them approach me a little bit. The trap is almost prepared for them. Okay, now I can approach. They should be very close to to where we want them to be. 92 kilometers away from me at the moment. Okay, they have locked me on. I haven't fired any missiles yet because I'm waiting for that right moment that will happen in the next couple seconds, I hope. 76 kilometers, all right. Looks like it's about time. Not quite sure if they use a mic warp drive. They seem faster this time around. Alright, time to approach. The Cinnabal has been scrambled, flew right in our trap. Alright, in the missile range. They are now pointed. They almost lost their shield, but they used the large shield extender. They did not see this one coming. That's why I love that Stratius. These ships are very sneaky and most players just don't see them coming. Also nice nanocore on the Cinnabal. This is the tungsten nanocore with the default design, default color. Still pretty good. Cinnabal now in armor. As you can see, I am now doing way more damage than before because of the webs that did slow down that Cinnabal. They are now in hull. Alright, nice. First faction cruiser of the day has been destroyed. A very nice teamwork and a very nice trap that we did here for this faction cruiser. Okay, and some decent loot. It also had a large shield booster. Interesting. So large shield extender and a large shield booster. That was a very nicely built Cinnabal. Alright, let's go towards the next target. Or should I say towards the next chase, because this was a chase. Target is this Dominic's. My goal here is to hold that Dominic's until reinforcements arrive. They have been tackled. Luckily they don't use any warp core optimizers, so 3 points are gonna do the job. The Dominic's has launched drones. These are large drones, so I should be able to last some time before I have to warp out. Of course, we'll have to keep the target until the crew arrives. I am repairing my shield. Time for the capacitor battery to kick in. In this case, having a shield booster is a better idea than a shield extender, because with the extender I would have lasted. I wouldn't have lasted as long as with a shield booster. So it ends up being very situational. All right, Abaddon has jumped in, so I expect the Dominics to start taking some serious damage. My shield booster almost depleted my capacitor. Okay, that's it from my shield booster. My shield is low. It did a good job at maintaining the shield as long as it could. My capacitor is also going quite low. Now I'm taking armor damage. Dominic's is in hull, and my job as tackle is completed, so now I will warp out.
Warp drive active.
Alright, excellent. Nice hero tackle moment there. By the time I return, that Dominic's is going to be destroyed. Well, am I glad to have different rigs now, because with my old build I wouldn't have lasted nearly as long as I did last here. So the new fit definitely did show massive improvements in the survivability of this ship. Okay, there's the pod. At least I can get the pod, if not the actual ship. We'll use the capacitor battery to recharge my shield. We'll have to repair the ship later. Alright, nice. So that was a nice Dominic's kill. Okay, now I have to scoop the wreck, and then afterwards we can continue towards the next target. So far the build works just as I have imagined it, so everything is okay. Next target, second faction cruiser, Vigilant. Well, it's our lucky day, so let's destroy that faction cruiser. They are already in armor. Vexor Navy jumped in. Vexor Navy will be the secondary target. Vigilant in hull. Alright, Vigilant has been destroyed. Nice kill. Let's go after the Vexor Navy. I will go and loot the Vigilant wreck. Perhaps we can get some Serpentis debris. I plan to jump in a Vigilant very soon to play around with that ship. Of course, we'll have to do some stuff with my skills in order to have decent DPS. Let me also check out the wreck of the Vexor Navy. Oh, some fuel, some drones, nice stuff. Alright, well, not bad. A faction cruiser and a ordinary military cruiser. Pretty good so far. Well, on to the next target. Second Vigilant, third faction cruiser today. They have been pointed, orbiting 41 kilometer. They are in armor. This one is a armor tanked Vigilant. As you could see, I did some damage on the armor there, but not as much as I have expected. And second Vigilant has been destroyed. Very nice. Let me check out the wreck. My cargo almost full, so I'll have to go and visit the station to remove the loot from my cargo, just in case something goes wrong and I get destroyed. Would help at reducing the cost of the kill mail, although it's already like 15 billion if this gets destroyed, so couple 100 million will not make much of a difference, to be honest. But you know, it does reduce the number a little bit. Okay, next target. Well, I wasn't kidding when I said that it's our lucky day. Phantasm. Alright. Sancha cruiser. Literally the first faction cruiser that I've ever bought was the Phantasm. It met its demise in a storyline mission almost 5 or 6 months ago. Haven't flown it since that day. But this Phantasm went down very quickly and was still a nice kill. Okay, Phantasm destroyed. Let me check out the wreck. Sancha debris, some lasers, pretty good. Let's quickly get the pod as well. Nice, okay. Let me reapproach the gate and we can jump on the next target. I lost count on how many faction cruisers we destroyed, like 4? Might be 5, might be 6, I don't know. Next target, another Dominic's. I'll play Hero Tackle again. They have been pointed. Seems like... Oh, my bad. Not a Dominic's. This is a Cyclone. For a moment, my eyes played some tricks on me. Well, in any case, Cyclone has been pointed. Seems like they don't have any points. They don't have any warp core stabs, thankfully. I'm doing some big hits on this ship. It's an armor tank, Cyclone. And it also has a very nice looking nanocore. Well, it had a very nice looking nanocore. I might get a nanocore for my tornadoes and make them have like 500 kilometer range with large artillery. That would be very evil. Can't wait for ammunition to be introduced. Would even improve the range even more on the tornadoes. My friend, they're scared me for a moment. They scanned us. Usually when we get scanned, it means we get jumped. Alright, next target, another Cyclone. They are already pointed, already in armor. The Orthrus is a well, not a battlecruiser, although it should be a battlecruiser because it's actually almost as long as a battleship, but that's a topic for another time. It's a cruiser that has the alpha of a battleship, which is pretty scary. And we have a succubus here, well, a faction frigate jumping in. Well, succubus has been pointed. They are webbed and they are going down very quickly. The Orthrus has the highest alpha out of any cruiser in the game. It's literally a battlecruiser and battleship killer because those ships simply will have a problem to hit you. Of course, in case they have range and the tracking, if they're built for that, they can still damage you, but in most cases you are going to shoot down most of these ships with this ship without taking too much damage. I had only like one situation where I had to warp out from that Brutix couple weeks ago because I actually could have killed it because they stopped shooting at me. They lost capacitor, but I warped off because I was already nearly in hull. Alright, well, speaking of battleships, next target. This is a Tempest. As you can see, they are taking massive hits on the shield. And I've been told to fight this ship with 2 ballistic controls, and I did. It has 1.5k DPS, which is very ridiculous. But in my case here, I mostly need the capacitor battery because I do get hit from time to time, because in a lot of cases I shoot at drone boats and drones can be dangerous. They do some damage on the Orthrus. So the capacitor battery and the shield booster helps at maintaining my shield long enough until I destroy the target. Tempest going into low hull here. Or should I say, well, it is going into low hull now. One more missile and nice. Okay. Well, let's see what's inside of the wreck. Well, not bad. Some C-type turrets that can be sold, or actually I might save them for some of my ships. Next target, Oracle. Oracles became one of my favorite battlecruisers to shoot at because they simply don't have enough tracking to hit me. Especially if they use large lasers. the large pulse lasers. Beam lasers have a problem to hit me at 40 kilometers, but they can hit me at 28, 30. Although the damage is not that significant. This assault battlecruiser went down very quickly. Okay, nice kill. Let's take a look at the wreck. Or not, I guess. Let's approach the gate and prepare for the next target. Next target, Tempest. Now this Tempest was very suspicious when they jumped in, because they did attack first. So that told me that this is a trap. So I will orbit at 45 kilometers and will maintain that distance. In case a large fleet jumps in, I can warp out. I was hit because I did give a good line of fire for a couple moments. The damage wasn't that significant anyway. Second Tempest jumped in. Alright, well, seems like we got ourselves a fight. Now, I really have to maintain range here, because autocannons can hit me at 30 to 35 kilometers. At 40, 45 I should be safe. So my teammates are going to go change ship now, while I will stay here and hopefully hold these ships until we bring our big ships to the field. Let's see if they wanna shoot at me. Okay, that one is shooting at me. That's good. That's excellent. Now they also have the aggression timer. Prevents them from jumping through the gate. And that's a large neutralizer, so let me do this. Alright, that one warped away. That leaves us with that one left to low sec. That leaves us with the last Tempest on the field. Now this Tempest is close to the gate, so if they have warp core stabs, they can warp off, or they can jump through the gate, because they did not aggro. So let's see. Let me just prepare this in case the Tempest comes back at 40 kilometers to try and surprise me. Tempest reaching 50% of shield. Our battleships are on the way. This Tempest is still pointed. Active tank on that Tempest, okay. I see them boost shield. Three signals on the field. Two are friendly. That one is neutral, or that one... Oh, well, like I told you, if they have stabs, they can warp off, and they warped off to low sec. Well then, okay, that was a nice little fight. That's definitely not the last thing we see from these ships. Let me just orbit the gate, and let's see what will happen. So we got jumped here. That's okay. I was very excited for a nice fight, so they came back. This time it's a Tempest and a Raven. Okay, we are at the low sec entrance here at the gate. Primary target will be this Tempest. We brought our own battleships to the field, although I think we did a little bit of an overkill here. Abaddon and a Balgorn against a Raven and Tempest. Oh man, talking about being rich. Okay, jokes aside, the Tempest is now taking some serious armor damage. They are going down. And I'm just a small cruiser orbiting around 4 battleships. Tempest going rapidly down in mid armor. They are taking some heavy damage from our battleships. They are now in low armor. They are now taking hull damage and they jumped. Okay. Next target. Raven. I expect them to jump through the gate as well because for some reason I thought that there was some distance between their ships and the gate. But this is a regional gate, so they're quite big. You can jump through them at 12 kilometers, I believe, so yeah. Both of them jumped through the gate to low sec. Still was a good fight and a nice attempt. Alright, well, back to the business. This is a Naga, another assault battlecruiser. Pointed, let's shoot them down. We'll orbit at, well, the optimal range, I believe, 30 kilometers. And of course, I'm the primary target. That always happens, by the way. They all shoot at this Orthrus. Now, this Naga can actually hit me. They are using... I forgot what's the name of the medium-ranged large railguns. But they are using that, so they can hit me. Still, the damage is not that significant. And can hold out for a very long time. Well then, that was a nice kill. Let's take the... oh, okay. Let's take the pot then. That was a nice tier 8 assault battlecruiser. Okay, let's take out the pod and then we can move on to the next one. Another Dominix has jumped in our net. We'll orbit at 36 kilometers as usual. I'm doing some big damage on the armor of that ship. It also looks like they don't have any nanocore installed, so this might be... well, actually, let's see in the end. They might have a nanocore, just didn't, you know, use the skin. Dominic's now in hull. Still doing big hits on this ship. Oh, they decided to fight back. I have a large neutralizer on my ship. And of course, as always, I'm their primary target. But they are going down. One more hit should do the job. Nice. Okay, let me loot the wreck. And of course, get the pod if possible. Ooh, that's a lot of drones. That's a lot of drones in that Dominix. As you can see, my cargo hold is full, only from drones. Next target. Rupture 2 Guardian. These ships can be very tanky. I see a battleship on the horizon. Megatron. And they are at that gate over there. Unfortunately, I already have criminal timers, so I cannot jump through the gate. Oh well, we will have one of our team members go after that battleship, while we continue shooting down this Ruptured Guardian. They are now in hull. Surprisingly, it went down very quickly. Usually Guardians are very hard to shoot down. Okay, I'm not gonna loot that wreck. I'll prepare myself to go and chase that Megatron, and with some luck we might still catch that ship. Was a very unlucky moment there for us, because we could have went after that battleship, but it's fine. I guess we can't catch all of them.
Warp drive active.
Well, we did not catch that Megatron, unfortunately, but we did find this Raven, another Raven, and a battlecruiser. Raven will be primary, that prototype will be secondary. I have my points on the Raven. And they also have an nanocore, a pink one. All right, looks pretty good. Now I'll do full damage on the shield, because cavalry ships have very bad armors. Almost 5,000 per hit on the Raven. They are now in hull. Looks like I'm not gonna get a kill medal this round, that's fine. Still a very nice catch. And the Raven has been destroyed. Well then, this was a very nice day for us. As you could see, some very nice targets did fly right at our doorstep, and of course some of them were chased, which was very fun as well. Overall, I'm very happy with this Orthrus. We'll have to tweak out some small things about it. We'll have to change, most likely, its speed. It really needs to be faster than it is right now, but besides that, it works flawlessly. Well then, hope that you enjoyed. As always, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.